Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, student. I am Kavita Goplani from KGK school. We will learn here subject Social Science of Standard 9. Our chapter is Fundamental Rights, Fundamental Duties and Directive Principle of State Policy. In this chapter, as we have learned earlier in the 8th chapter, that is about Constitution. In the Constitution, we means the systematic collection of the rules designed to govern a country's regime. It means the Constitution which we are made for to rule our country. For it is designed in such a way that the systematic collection of rules is given, and they all the rules are written in a systematic way to run our country, to govern our country. In the same way, in this constitution, we have also the amendment of the fundamental rights. And this fundamental rights means the rights which are given to every citizen, whether we are born in India or whether we are born outside India. But we are living in India and we have the rights to give the vote. So we have also given the rights that these rights are the human rights, the rights which were given by our constitution in our country. These human rights are given for the basic existence. That means for basically what we are needing. All the things are given for the overall development and to grow. This overall development means to grow in any way, in any style we want to live. That is to grow. If we want to do any job, any work, then we can do that. For there, the human rights are given to every citizen. The United Nations, that is the United Nations General Assembly, has declared the human rights on 10th December 1948. It means that on 10th December every year we are celebrating Human Rights Day. And these human rights are fixed by the United Nations General Assembly had decided and fixed some human rights to every citizen of our country, for every citizen of our country. These human rights are given to live in a dignified way. These human rights are given if we want to live in a respectable way, if we want to receive anything that we are given by the government or from any other peoples, we should receive them in a respectable way. And these all rights are given to make our development multifaceted. It means to develop in every field. If we are working in one field and if we want to work in another field, we want to develop our personality, then for this human rights are given, and this human rights multiplicates development is possible. These human rights are the true identity of our democratic system. In this democratic system, if we are running our country and we are saying that our country is a democratic country, so these human rights play an important role in for that, and that is the true identity of our democratic system. With this human rights, the another name for human rights is the fundamental rights. There are 6 fundamental rights given by our constitution, and these six fundamental rights are: first is rights to equality, second is rights to educational and cultural development, third is rights against the exploitation, fourth is rights to freedom of religion, fifth is freedom of religion and to do any occupation, to reside in any part of the country, to settle in any part of the country, to reside and to do any occupation, to practice any occupation, and last is the rights to constitutional remedies. All these rights are given in detail. Information is given about all these rights in detail. Now our first rights is rights to equality. In these rights, the main aim of the government about the rights to equality is the equality before the law and equal protection of the law. It means whether we are Hindu or of any religion, we are equal before the law, and we have given equal protection of the law. Whether we are minister or whether we are general people, general citizen, then also we will be given equal protection of the law. If we want to any protection, if we are getting any problem, if we are in any problem, then we can call to the government for the equal protection. We can ask for the protection. That is, the equal protection is given whether we are prime minister or whether we are ordinary citizen. We are given equal protection of the law. and equality before the law. Whether we are from a peon or a prime minister, we are given equality before the law. Our main point is foundation. This rights to equality means it is the main foundation of the constitution. The rights which are given to us, this plays an important role. It is the foundation as we are making any building, and in this building when we are putting our bricks in the underground level, then this underground level we means we are making our foundation, and thus rights to equality it plays an important role as the foundation of our country. Next, it is the chief guarantee of the constitution. This rights also says that it is the chief guarantee of the constitution. It means we are guaranteed by the constitution that we are all equal. No difference is between us in any citizen, and thus the easy assessment of the court. Third point is our easy assessment of the court. It means when we want to complain against any prime minister or any worker or any officer, then we can easily condemn to the court. If we can make easy assessment to the court for the rights which are not given to our citizen by any of the officers. So there is no any long procedure. If we want to do any type of complaint, if we want to make any type of problem is created with us, or if any officer is dignified not giving his proper response, then we can easily assessment to the court for our rights to equality. That it is equal administrance to the public places. It means if we are a member of any officers, if we are member of any high post, then also, or if we are ordinary people, we can go to any public places, whether it is a bathing ghat, whether it is a garden, whether it is a park. Equal opportunity is given to everyone to go and to enjoy there. We know such a special response is given to any ministers or that this minister is from high level, so he can enter in the garden, and we are ordinary people, we cannot go. This such a type of problems are not created to anyone. So we are equal to admit to all public places. Next is special arrangement for women and children. Government also had made some special arrangements for women and children. That means if we are visiting in a park and if we want the ticket there, we want to purchase their ticket and there is a long queue, then the women are given facility and the small children are given facility to get the ticket easily there, as they are having a problem of their health and such a this. So the special provisions is given to women and children for easily assessment of the tickets, hall tickets or entry ticket, and such a laws are prepared for a special arrangement of the women and children. Next, equal opportunity for public services. If we want to apply for any public post, if we want to do our business, or if we want to give any exam, then also we are equal before the law. No law is created to distract us, to make our to distract our goal in any type. We are getting equal opportunity for public services. It means if we want to do any services at the government post, we can do that, and there is no discrimination of any caste, any religion, any language. No, all are equally given equal opportunities for public services. Yet it is a guarantee for social justice. This rights plays an important role as a role of a guarantee that we will get social justice in our country. It means there is no any type of social problem is created. If we want to do any job, if we want not getting a justice in our village, living in our village and not in a country, then also we can apply there. These rights give a special guarantee for a social justice. We will equally get the justice in our society. Next, it is titles, awards and are removed, and that is create artificial discrimination. Mostly the people of earlier age were given the title as a sir, as a landlords, as zamindars. All these titles are now removed because these titles created an artificial discrimination. So these titles are removed by our country, and all the rewards which are given in the military services, that is the rewards as Padma Shri Award, Padma Bhushan, Paramir Chakra. All these rewards are also given in the military services. These all rewards are not given on the basis of any language or any caste or any creed, but these all are rewards given as according to our services, according to our work, according to our sacrifices, what we have done for our nation. So these rewards and titles are removed to remove the artificial discrimination. That it is a different laws for all peoples, all professions. Government had made different laws for all our professions. That is, as a doctor, if we are doctor, and there are laws for doctors also made for doctors. How they have to work, what should be their service time, how they have to treat the patients. All these laws are made for all the types of professions. For teachers, the different laws are made. For workers, like for forced labors, especially laws are made. So this government has made given equal opportunity to everyone, whether we are doing any type of profession, any type of work, to enjoy, to get our livelihood. Then also the equal rights are given to us. That it is equal pay for equal work. This rights especially gives the man importance to equal pay for equal work. If we are working at the same category and many people are working, then in the same way as we are working, then we should get the equal pay. This rights is the main point. This equal pay for equal work is the main aim for the rights to equality. In these rights, we will get all the types of services, whether we are doing any public services, no artificial, no government problem is created for this. So we had learned about the rights to equality in mostly in detail. Now we will learn about the rights of freedom. Our third right is rights to freedom. This rights to freedom give us six types of rights. That is the rights of speech, rights of expression, rights to assemble any types of people for any type of work, rights to form association, right to form unions. If we want to form a union, we can have the right. If we want to move freely, we have the right to move freely, to reside or settle in any part of the country, and to practice any professions. All these rights are given to every citizen of our country. This rights to freedom of speech, it means the rights it is given by our country. If we want to speak on any topic, if we want to give any guidelines to any people, any type of people, or to form any type of working in any field, we can give their speech. It is the rights of speech is given. That is, second is rights to expression. It means if we are talking to anyone and if we want to express our feelings to anyone about our love, about our head, about our importance, giving is important, we can express these feelings in any type, in any way to anyone. And there is no type of problem is created by any government. If how we are expressing our views, how we are expressing our feelings. Next is to assemble. To assemble means if we want to collect the people for any type of association, if we want to make the people, but these people should be, when they are assembled, they should not have any type of violence. They should not create any type of violence, or they should not have any type of machine guns or anything in their hands, or any types of stones or anything. We should assemble them in such a way that they should not create any type of violences. Next, to form association or to form union. It means if we want to form any association, if we are working in any factory or any industry and we want there to form any type of association for our workers, if we are not given proper pay or proper wages, then in any industry we can form our union. That is union of the workers. Union of workers is formed in any type of industries, in any type of factories. Next, freedom of rights gives the freedom to move freely. It means if we want to move in any part of our country, if we are living in India and if we are living now at present in Gujarat, and if we want to go to Mumbai or Madras, then we can move freely. There is no type of disturbance created by the government. Why we are moving from here to there? We can go anywhere at any time by any type of modes. We can move freely there to reside or settle in any part. That is the rights we are given by the government. If we want to settle in any part of our country, That is, in any if we are living now in Maharashtra and we want to live in Kashmir after 4 months or after 2 years, yeah, before that, then we can go and settle there, and as we are all are given one type of identity, that is, we are living in India and we are the citizen of India. We are not given special identity that we are living in Gujarat, we are living in Maharashtra. We all are equal. So the main rights given to us is that we are all are Indians. This identity help us to settle in any part, to move in any part of our country. And if we want to live in any part and there we want to practice any professions, it means if we want to work any type of work, do work there, then we can easily do that work. For that, no officer is going to disturb us. No officer is going to take income from us that why you are doing this type of work, why you are working in this field, you in this field are earning in this way. So there is no any type of disturbance created by the government. We can we can practice any type of professions, we can work. If we want to do our business, we can easily do there in any part of our country with any members, that is with neighboring country also we can do our business. No one is going to disturb us. All these freedoms, rights to freedoms are given for the development of personality. It means these rights are given to every citizen of the country to develop himself, to develop its personality, to live a lifestyle in such a dignified way that he can enjoy his life. He is not getting bored from his life, and to live a healthy and peacefully life, he is given all these rights of freedom. Next, whether though these rights are given by government, but the state government also made control on these rights, and this control is also done for the welfare and security of the citizens. The government also makes the control for this, that is the right to form association, expression, speech. Whether when we are giving any speech, then it does not mean that we should speak we should speak in a rough language, yeah, we should insult any minister or anything, any person. So for to control in such a situation, the government had made some rules by the state. Our state government has made some rules to control such activity. That is, the welfare and security of the citizen should be maintained. Next, to express, the control of the government has made on the expressions, that is orally when we are speaking or verbally, gesture, what we should speak in such a way that it does not harm anyone. It should not get insulted to any other. These controls are made for the unity and integrity, that is, the nation's unity and integrity should be maintained. For this, the controls are prepared. And for the safety and morality, that is, for the safety of all the religious people, whether we have any type of religion, following any type of religion, but this safety should be maintained. And for morality means there should not be created any type of disturbance. Any immoral activities should not be done. And for maintaining discipline and controlling the violence and crimes in our country, all these activities, all these controls are made by the government. These controls are made by the government, and this authority to form these types of rules is given to the authority to the judiciary. And here the judiciary has fully authority to decide whether these rules are appropriate or not, whether authority is given to judiciary, that it means to Supreme Court and High Court. Does the laws which are the rules which are made to control the state are appropriate for these people or not? This can be decided by the law. If we are arrested, if we are not following any type of rules, and if we are disturbing, if we are creating violence, then the government has full authority to arrest us. And before arresting us, the government has to warn us. He has to get his defense. When we are arrested, the government has to defend. We can defend ourselves by choosing the lawyer. If we want to get defense from any type of government problems created by the government, then we have fully authority to have the choice of the lawyer. Which type of lawyer we want, that the government is given. We are given the fully choice to choose that, and we can defend our case in any manner, in any way, in any court. we are not having fully income to pay for the lawyer, then the government is also giving public lawyers. That is, the government's lawyers are also available to defend the citizens of our country. The government has also made a law, that is the Preventive Detention Act. In this Preventive Detention Act, the government has made the law that when we are arrested, the government officers has to take the people who has been convicted as a culprit, to not to punish him directly or not to beat him, but they have to take him to the magistrate. That is, within the 24 hours. They are not allowed to put them in the jail. Any other person who is found as criminal, but they have to first bring it to the magistrate, make its entry there, inform him, and then only if the magistrate give them permission to take them to their custody, then only they can take. Otherwise, they have to leave the criminal as a non. Next, this Preventive Detention Act is not is used. It is made to stop him from doing the crime. This detection act is mainly made that we should not punish the convict, but we should stop him from doing such a crimes again and again. For that is the main purpose of maintaining this Preventive Detection Act by the government, to stop the crimes going on in our country. With this, we have learned that freedom of rights are how they are useful for our development of our personality, for our lifestyle, for the welfare and security of our country, and for the maintaining discipline, safety, and violence and crimes should be stopped. For this, the freedom of rights is given to us. In our next video, we will learn about the rights against exploitation. Thank you.